So here's the deal. There is a hidden feature in some mirrorless and DSLR cameras that allow you to place a red record box around your footage when you're filming on SmallHD monitors so that you know when you're actually recording. I can't tell you how many times I've actually pushed record only to realize I'm not recording, and then push stop, and then I realize I'm on the wrong cycle of recording and it ruins part of my footage. So if you are like me and you don't want that to happen anymore and you really need an awesome feature to help remind you when you're recording, then this feature is going to be a game changer for you. And if you have a SmallHD monitor, then you're in luck. Let's go ahead and dive in and I'll show you exactly how to set it up on a GH5 and a Sony A7 III camera. So first up in our menu system on the GH5, we're going to go ahead and click into it. We're going to look for that second tab there, and we're going to select HDMI Record Output. And on there, you'll see some things grayed out. And what we're looking for enabling is the HDMI recording control. Now, we can't select that until we enable timecode. So we need to go ahead and navigate to our timecode right here. And we're going to go ahead and go down here where it says HDMI timecode output. And we're going to turn that on. Now, once that first step is done, then we're going to navigate back down to the HDMI record output. And you will now see this option, HDMI recording control. And we're going to make sure that's turned on. All right, so for step 3, we're going to navigate over to our SmallHD monitor, and we're going to click on Add New Tool. And then we're going to come down to the Overlay tab, and we're going to select Metadata. And we're going to add this to this page, and you'll see it's highlighted right there. Let's click into it, and you can see we have it on, and then we have timecode, record, and then location, and then opacity. We want to keep the opacity at 10, so it's the brightest possible. We're not going to want to see timecode, so we're going to turn that off and make sure the record flag is enabled. And then we're going to go ahead and click record on the camera, and instantly you will see the record box that is surrounding the image so that we know exactly when we are recording. We push stop and it goes away. Now let's go ahead and try this on the Sony A7 III. Real quick, go ahead and like this video if it's helpful, and click that subscribe button so that you don't miss another one of our films. Okay, let's go ahead and dive in. Let's go ahead and pull up the Sony A7 III, and we're going to navigate to the menu, and we're going to choose the Setup 3 tab and scroll all the way down until we get to HDMI settings. Click on HDMI settings, and we're going to go down here, and you'll see the record control is disabled. We can't select that. We first have to enable timecode output. So turn that on. Step 2, record control, make sure that is turned on, and then you can just exit the menu, and then we'll go ahead and we'll push record. And now you have it working on the Sony A7 III as well as the GH5. So if you're wondering if this feature works on your camera, then go ahead and check out the specs. If you have timecode option inside your camera, then you most likely will be able to use this feature. We have the Panasonic S1, and this feature does not exist, which is very unfortunate. It does work on the S1H. We did a YouTube video a couple weeks back where we reviewed the S1 and the S1H. One of my favorite settings that I used was the red record indicator box that happens over the video, and that happens natively in the camera. And I was wondering, man, this would be an amazing feature if it was just a firmware update for my camera. Well, someone in the comments section of that YouTube video mentioned to us that they got it set up on their Sony A7 III using the SmallHD monitor. So I went ahead and did a lot of research and started digging in to see what kind of setting this is and how to enable it. And so I realized it's the Metadata tool, which I've never used before, and it only works on specific cameras. So, so far the Sony A7 III, the GH5 works. If your camera works, go ahead and let me know in the comment section below, or if yours doesn't, I kind of want to build a list of which cameras can utilize this feature using SmallHD monitors. If you haven't tried SmallHD, go ahead and give them a try. Their OS is simply freaking amazing and efficient. You can just swipe between the different windows, and you can have all of your tools dialed in for each window, so it's really quick and easy to go ahead and navigate and monitor your footage in real time. You can even add your own custom LUTs, which is amazing. We have our own custom LUTs that we have built for our films. If you love great skin tones and really great colors, we've dialed them in to work with Panasonic, Sony, Canon, Fuji, all those cameras. So if you are interested, go ahead and check it out at gamma.io, and then you just download them, put them on an SD card, pop them into the SmallHD monitor and then enable them. And while you're filming, you can immerse yourself in the footage and see what your color grade will look like in real time, which is absolutely amazing. So that is one of my biggest features that I love on the SmallHD monitor. And now having the metadata tool enabled on all my pages is perfect, especially using the GH5 so that I can tell whenever I'm recording with that red record box indicator around the footage. So thanks so much for watching. My name is Kalen from White & Revery. I'll see you in the next video.